Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I thought I would share with you a simple and easy to do Kmart Christmas hack. So guys, to go ahead and get started on this Kmart Christmas hack, I went ahead and got these wooden Christmas trees from Kmart, and it comes in a set of 3. So for those who know me, you know that I love anything to do with the farmhouse theme, and these trees go perfectly with my theme. However, my neighbor loves color and she approached me and asked whether I could do a Kmart hack in color. So this project is for all those who love color. So to get started, I went to my local hardware store and got myself sample paint pots in the color green and red. Afterwards, I decided to go ahead and use the color green on my largest tree, and I painted it and gave it 2 generous coats on either side of my tree and set it aside to dry. Next, I went ahead and took my medium-sized tree and painted it in red, giving it 2 generous coats of paint on either side and set it aside to dry. So guys, I went ahead and repeated this painting process on my smallest tree, but this time I chose the color white. So guys, once I was done painting all of my trees in the colors I have chosen, I set it aside to dry. However guys, at this stage you could choose any type of color you wish. I was going for more festive colors such as green and red. Couple of hours later, my trees are all dry and it's ready for its next step. So guys, for this next step, I wanted to give my trees a little bit of a rustic look. So I went ahead and used my Rust-Oleum glaze to get that desired look that I was after. Next, to get that rustic look, all I did was take a damp rag, dipped it into my glaze and applied it onto my tree. I repeated this glazing process on all 3 of my trees and set it aside to dry. Couple of hours later, my rustic looking glazed trees are dry and is ready for its next step. So guys, for this next step, I went ahead and used my orbital sander and sanded my Christmas trees, especially around the edge of the Christmas trees, to get that distressed look I was after. I repeated this sanding process on all 3 of my trees until I got my desired look. Once I was done sanding, I went ahead and used the damp rag and wiped it down clean. So guys, at this stage, you could leave these trees as it is, but I still wanted to give these trees a little bit of a rustic look. So I went ahead and stained it all over once again. And I repeated this process on all 3 of my trees and I set it aside to dry. Now my trees are all dry and it's ready for its next step. I love how it turned out and I love how colorful and rustic it looks. So guys, we are ready for our next step. My trees are all dry and I decided to use these trees as a centerpiece for my dining table. So here I'm using a wooden crate, which is also from Kmart, that I already got in hand, that I thought would go perfectly with my table decor. So putting this table centerpiece together was so simple and easy to do. All I did was I took a piece of jute material which I've already got in hand, placed it into the box and wiggled it around until I got my desired look. Afterwards, I went ahead and placed my largest tree in the center of it and then followed it by placing the other 2 on either side. Next, I wanted to add some greenery to my centerpiece, so I went ahead and used some pine sprigs which I've already got in hand and placed it in the center of my box, filling the gaps in between. So guys, I went ahead and repeated this process and added more leafy greens until I got my desired look. At this stage guys, you could use any type of leafy greens you've got in hand. You could even use floral stems or poinsettias or anything Christmassy to get that look you're after. Once I was done adding all of my leafy greens, I decided to go ahead and tie a bow on my box. So here I'm using another Kmart ribbon which I've already got in hand that I use to tie around my box. Once I was done tying my bow, I cut out the excess ribbon, and then to finish it all up, I used the star and I placed it on my green Christmas tree. So guys, this is how my Kmart Christmas centerpiece turned out, and I'm so in love with it. Hope you guys like it.